Meow, 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 meow.
We have a Pekingese here named Cloud, done in ink. Now, Pekingese was introduced to me a couple years ago. It was a black Pekingese. That was my first watercolor, and it was the first time I was introduced to these fluff balls. I remember clearly because I showed my husband. He was like, we need to get one. But it is super fluffy. The one I painted originally was kind of well groomed. And the ears aren't supposed to be so long if you groom them, but you can have the choice of letting the floof just be floof. And in this case, this floof is very floof. With ink, what you will notice is that I do not use pencils to sketch this out. This is completely done by hand with ink without any prior sketching. I'm looking at the reference and drawing what I see. It's partially why the ink is more affordable. If you do choose to get a fine art ink, there is a lot more planning that comes to play, but these guys are sketches. And they're really fun for me to do. It's a quick study, and it's just like so fun for me to practice and test my technical skills. Ta-da! Lizzie, look at that sweet face, Lizzie. Now, the kind of caveat of doing the ink specials or ink sketches is that sometimes things might be a little bit off. I try my best to be very careful and make sure that everything looks proportional, but it's also sometimes hard to map out things because once you put a mark, it's there. There's no taking it back. No backsies with ink. You can see here, like I'm trying to work on one side to the other because also with an ink brush, the ink does smudge and you can't erase it. You can't get rid of it. If you've smudged, that's it. That's it. There's no returning back. So I do try to work from right to left because I am left-handed, and you can see here too all the little details. I love using ink brushes for this reason. The tip can be so sharp and create incredible lines for details, but it takes a lot of practice to control the amount of pressure that you're putting on to your paper and to your brush. More practice, the better you get. That's a promise. And what I also love about it is that you can get thicker lines just by pushing down a little bit harder. I love this photo reference because it gives an interesting perspective where you can see the legs are small. It looks like you're looking up, or that Lizzie is looking up at you and you're looking down, and so there's like a little bit of distortion with that, but it makes it just really cute and sweet too. It makes the nose a little bit more boopable. Ta-da! Next is Calvin, a cat named Calvin, Secretary Calvin. Calvin is a frequent member of our Dirty Try Sketch Time crew, and I love Calvin. Calvin's mom asked for this really cute sketch idea where Calvin is actually wearing these sunglasses. These are real glasses that Calvin is forced to wear. And I know it's Calvin because Calvin has super interesting marks, which you'll see very soon. So I'm drawing out the glasses so that I can center him and make sure that there's enough room for everything, and I want to make sure that the glasses are centered because it's such a special little accessory that's supposed to be the highlight of the portrait anyways. And by drawing the accessories, it makes it actually a lot easier for me to map out where Calvin's supposed to be. It's very much easier to like use them as a guide to know where everything, how far things are supposed to be, and make everything just look a lot sharper. Now, if you can notice, Calvin has eyelids. That's like a unique Calvin thing. Calvin has really big eyelids. It makes Calvin have the funniest resting face. And Calvin, by the way, is one of those cats that knows how to flush the toilet. Calvin is so well trained. I absolutely adore Calvin and all of his accessories, including this bow tie. How cute is his bow tie? Actually wearing a bow tie in the reference photo. And it's just fun to shade, to mark out. I just love it when people make their portraits a little bit more special, a little more requested to have like different things, more unique. I just wish we could have Christmas sunglasses all year round, really. Anyways, finishing the gems and the jewels in the sunglasses, shading everything in so it stands out, and then just signing in package and seal and deliver. Ta-da! It's Calvin! Yay, Calvin! Oh, sesame! Oh, so I get a lot of questions about like, oh, well, we already have a painting of like the dog smiling, but we really love to get another one. Like, what would you recommend? This, guys. Profile of dogs look gorgeous. I personally love the profile of a dog. And by the way, profile, instead of straight on as a portrait, you are turning the head sideways so you see the complete side of a portrait. That's the profile, or the side of the head. And Sesame is such a pretty dachshund. She's actually very light, so I'm like being very cautious, extra cautious about what I'm shading, and I have to like think a little bit and make determinations like as I go, but also just taking a little bit of time to really think about how dark I want to make things, because you just can't take it back with ink. So I'm being very careful with my shadows. I don't want to overdo it, but again, such a beautiful, very regal position or composition of the head. So if you run out of ideas of what you want and you just still want to have more portraits of your dog and have like a wall full of your dog and its multiple expressions, I really suggest getting profile. I think it's just like so elegant, and definitely get it in a medium that you consider like right for your library. Oh, the little nose. She's so sweet. Those cute paws. There you go. Sesame. Ta-da!
Hey guys, thank you so much for watching the video. Go ahead and hit subscribe, leave a comment, or you can visit my website or Instagram in the description below. Thank you!